Hey, friend, before we jump in today, I want you to know who's joining us. Today's episode is powered by GoDaddy. Amy Jennette is the force behind some of GoDaddy's boldest campaigns, from their Super Bowl debut to the global Open We Stand movement that rallies support for small businesses all around the world. But this conversation today, so much bigger than just marketing. This conversation is about vision, voice, and the kind of leadership that does not wait for permission ever. We are celebrating National Leadership Month right here on Unmuted, and Amy is showing us what real leadership looks like. It's bold, it's inclusive, and it is unapologetically human. Let's get unmuted.
This isn't just another podcast. It's a movement, a global wave of women from Nairobi to Nashville, Seoul to Sao Paulo, stepping out of the shadows and into the spotlight. Women who are ready to be seen, to be heard, to be unmuted. I'm Anjali Marshall, an award-winning ABC and NBC journalist and speaker, turned business strategist, coach, and mom. My mission? To amplify the voices of women who were never meant to stay silent. One woman, one voice, one story at a time. So go ahead, put on your comfy pants, grab a coffee, and maybe the remote. Are you ready to press the button? Unmuted starts right now.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Unmuted podcast. I'm your host, Anjali Marshall. And by the way, you're tuning in here because this is where we amplify the stories of women who are literally rewriting the rules of success, and they refuse to stay silent. Women who lead with wisdom, courage, and global perspective, my kind of women. And today's guest stands at the front lines of empowering entrepreneurs for the future. Amy Jennette is a senior director of marketing at GoDaddy. She's designing campaigns that elevate small business stories and building brand experiences for the next generation of leaders. And I'm so happy that she's here with us. Welcome to the show, Amy. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm just so excited to be here. I'm doing great.
I'm so glad. When I gave that introduction, did it sound like the next generation of leaders? Did that sound like a really heavy mantle for you?
You know, it feels a little like there's maybe a little pressure to live up to that, but also, like heck yeah, I'm doing that work. Yeah, I've earned it. I worked hard. I get to be here.
Yeah. You definitely get to be here. You have a place at the table no matter what. And so I'm so excited that you're here. And then I have the privilege of just giving you the mic. I want to know, I want to know everything. But I want to talk about how you got here, because you have a really cool position. You're able to help a lot of entrepreneurs live their lifelong dreams, right?
Yeah.
How did this start for you?
Oh, my journey is long and windy. I think, most people kind of feel like their journeys are supposed to start here and go there. But, the reality of it is that they kind of bounce around and you get different experience. And then one day you're having coffee with a former colleague and they ask you this question, like, what do you want to be known for? What is the thing that you want to do with your career? And you're taken back a little bit, and then you're like, you know what? I really want to make a difference. I want to build a brand that I can feel really proud of and that means something to people, that does something. Like I could sell someone a $100,000 car, no problem. But, can I help a small business go from, I have this spark of an idea that I've been thinking about and chewing on, to launching it?
Yeah.
And that's really why I'm here and why I love what I get to do every day.
Man, that's such a privilege. It's so cool. How did you know when your former colleague asked you that question? Did it take you a while to come to that answer? Did it take you you had to do some soul searching, or did you always know this is what I want to do?
No, I think, she asked me the question about, gosh, I've been with GoDaddy now almost 7 years. And so this was about, let's say 7.5 years ago. And when she asked me the question, it was kind of one of those moments where you're like, you know what, I've been thinking about it. I've been, mulling it over, and it's time, like now. Like,
Mm,
like how often does someone sit in front of you and give
right.
you the opportunity to say, what is the thing that you want to do, and then proceed to bring you on so that you can ultimately achieve that goal? It's,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. So you decided, okay, this is my time.
Yeah, this is
My
my
time is
time.
now.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have this platform and you're able to help. So tell some long lost business owner or entrepreneur, some mom maybe, or a woman who's like, you know what, I've just kind of been, head down, plowing through, not really living the dream. My dream is to be an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
What advice would you give to someone who's like, you know what, I want to do this?
You have to believe in yourself first and foremost. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to believe in yourself
Yeah.
and just take the first step. I think, I think, I think, sometimes we feel like things have to be absolutely perfect
Of course we do.
before we can make progress on it. And the beautiful thing about, GoDaddy and where I work is that I hear repeatedly day in, day out, do not let progress or perfection, excuse me, do not let perfection be the enemy of progress.
Oof.
Take the step,
Yeah.
do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it really is as simple as that. Like, you've got to believe in yourself and make it happen.
don't we have a way of complicating things so often? I think as women, it's
Yes.
just so complicated.
Yes, yes. I mean, like, that's the inherent thing. Like, what I was chatting with one of our leaders, and we were talking about leadership
Mhm.
differences between men and women, and that don't let perfection get in the way of progress kind of came up. But then the other thing was shots on goal. We want, or at least I do. I don't want to generalize everybody, but but I want to make sure that I'm pulling all of the levers, getting everything really tight, presenting myself through my work as I've worked really hard on this, and I've got it there, and it's such this like wrapped in a bow thing. And then, and then I hear a different perspective about, it's about shots on goal. Take
Hmm.
take the shot.
So good.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to take the shot.
Don't be afraid to take the shot.
It's great. That's
Like,
great.
really, it is as, yeah.
Yeah. You got to be the LeBron or the Jordan or whoever. What?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got to,
exactly. Like, I'm not a huge sports reference kind of person, but I definitely get the take the shot
yeah.
reference, and that and the number of shots on goal, right? Like, that's the beautiful thing about, AI right now, is that it gives you the opportunity to really, poke hole. Like, you got an idea, plug it in, let it poke holes at it, let it, have a two-way conversation, ask it to, interrogate your idea, give me the
Totally.
pros and cons to this. And then, that takes away a lot of the doubt or worry or self-consciousness of, is this thing going to be something I should put out into the world? Is this thing going to be something that's going to be great?
Yeah. That's really great. And how has GoDaddy specifically given you a front row seat to like entrepreneurial transformation, which is what you're basically offering women
Yeah.
and people?
Yeah. I mean, the beautiful thing about GoDaddy, and why, I really jumped at the opportunity when I was asked that question, not only to come and help transform a brand, but GoDaddy's mission is to empower entrepreneurs everywhere, making opportunity more inclusive for all. And that is, wow. I just
It's
got
good.
chills, right? Saying that out loud, but
Yeah.
we live and breathe that mission every day. It's literally in everything that we do. It's, it's the thing that drives the products that we build, the team that we work with, the stories that we tell, right? And I've got a front row seat to that entrepreneurial journey, right? Like I get to watch people go from having this spark of an idea to making their first sale, and then continue to make the next sale and the next sale. And just seeing that, just seeing GoDaddy be able to help through sharing the stories of, I had an idea and I didn't know how to make it real, to I had an idea and now I'm watching it grow with confidence. Sharing those stories really, for me and for our audience, right? Like I hear all the time from new customers, well, I saw that video of so-and-so, they were in a very similar, vertical to me. And, and I felt like I had the confidence that I could do it and that I could try. And that's just a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing.
So
entrepreneurship is we hear it all the time, right? Like, I was having a conversation with Sarah Small, who's the Wicker Goddess. And one of my first connections to a real live customer. And one of the things that she told me was entrepreneurship is it's like a lonely thing, right?
it is really.
Right? She's like, you work in an office, if you get stuck on something, you can turn to your neighbor and spitball an idea and, what's the word for, or, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
She didn't have somebody to turn to and bounce ideas off of. And I think that's where we have, like the secret sauce is that, maybe when you don't have that partner sitting next to you that you can bounce an idea off of, well, we've got success stories to share that they've gotten confidence from doing the thing, taking the step, and that just helps bring the confidence and joy to people. Yeah.
Wow, that's so true. It's isolating. You just feel like you're just kind of siloed, and unless you are fortunate enough to be a part of an entrepreneurial community,
right?
But I talk to my husband all the time. I'm like, I don't know anybody who's done this. I want to do this.
Right.
Nobody's doing this, and I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But one of the things I think that you said that really spoke to me was the use of AI and not being afraid to use AI. AI has been my AI. Her name is Kathy.
Oh,
yes.
Hello, Kathy.
She and I have been very close friends for about a year now. And so I've had so much time with her to teach her who I am, to teach her what my voice sounds like. And it's something that you sort of invest in your time and all of this. But I'm so grateful for that, because if I didn't have that, that's sort of my assistant, right? Or like the sometimes she's not really the voice of reason. She says yes to everything I want to do.
Mean, yes, you really have to be like, don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear, please. Yes.
Right, Kathy, come on. But it is very, very helpful. And so I know that we're kind of moving into that. How have you been able to sort of harness this powerful tool, AI, working with these entrepreneurs and transforming how they do business?
So AI really, the thing about it is that it gets rid of the fear of the blank page. True. Like that's like the net, right? Like it, in general, it helps you get over the fear of the blank page. Yeah. At GoDaddy, we have GoDaddy Arrow. And GoDaddy Arrow is our AI-powered experience that really helps small business go from idea to online in minutes.
Okay.
It compresses the time for small businesses to do something. It lowers the lift between having an idea and actually executing it.
Wow.
And, there's really no more starting from scratch. There's not a lot of, I need to use this tool over here and this tool over here. So there's fewer tools to juggle. And it just helps boost confidence, right? Like when you go from, idea to done, you're like, and it's like that. Wow, I just accomplished that. One of the things I love about it is that you don't have to be, say, a social media marketer.
Yeah.
Right? GoDaddy Arrow will create, with a few prompts, answer a few questions. It will create a marketing plan for you. It will help you. I know. It will help you fill out your social media marketing calendar. And then if you want it to, it will create all of the posts from copy. You can do custom imagery. It'll include emojis. You can pick the tone that you're going for. You could add a sale. There's so much possibility that you really go from something that, feels overwhelming or daunting to, I just checked that box onto my next thing.
Can I get an amen? Oh,
I know, right? I know. And then for me, like I use it, I kind of, at first I felt like maybe using AI was like cheating on my math homework. Like I should really know how to do this. Like, do I really need to use AI to figure this out? Like I've got a few years of business doing this, a few years in this business doing these things. Like I should be able to do this. And then I realized, dang, like what used to take weeks now takes maybe hours. The output is good. I can have it challenge ultimately what I've decided as my output.
Yeah.
And then again, it's done and I can move on to the next thing. It really is. I get it. It's scary. I get it. It's like, oh, I don't know.
Right.
But again, you just got to try it and see, make it, see how it'll work for you. If you want to automate a task or if you want it to do more than that, it's really up to you on how you want to leverage it to make your life easier.
We work smarter, not harder, guys.
Yes. Life is hard enough. We have enough things going on everywhere that, do I really need one more thing that I have to deal with? No. Is this going to save me time and effort and the output's going to be great? Heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So, I remember I was heading to, I'm a bargain hunter. And I refused to spend X amount of dollars that this company was charging me to do whatever it was. I don't know, prints or something. And I called my husband and I was like, I was on my soapbox. I was like, listen, I'm ready to die on this hill. He was like, really? You're going to die on that hill? You're going to spend the next 2 hours of your time driving around the city, wasting gas, when you could just pay the guy to do the thing, And I think that was one of my first entrepreneurial moments where I realized you have to work smarter.
Yeah. What's your time worth, right? Like,
what is your time worth?
What are you going to pay yourself per hour? And okay, great. If I value my time at this price per hour, then hiring somebody else to do it, or finding a tool that will do it for you. Yeah, absolutely.
Leverage. Gotta have leverage.
Yes.
Amy, one of the things that I love about your story, so you have a lot in your tool belt. You've used a lot of the tools. You have a pretty hefty resume as well. So like I know that you are the mastermind, one of many, I'm sure, behind the Super Bowl campaign.
One in a big group of wonderfully talented people.
Yes. Absolutely. You're all amazing. That it's just so impressive. And so I'm just wondering about the process, how you are, like when you're the lead on game-changing campaigns that are going to literally make a difference. What are your thoughts when you're preparing? What are your thoughts on inclusivity? What are your thoughts on, like, how are you representing, and
Mhm.
how do you know how to represent in something that seems so massive?
I think that this goes back to our mission, right? Like making opportunity inclusive for all. It's in the brief from the start of everything that we do.
Yeah.
Ensuring that this is woven into everything from our customer success stories to our big, bold campaigns. It's for me, it's without question, right?
Yeah.
Like we have to have representation across different cultures, across different viewpoints, across different business verticals, right? A
Good point.
plumber or a carpenter is going to have different viewpoints than my nail person or my stylist, right?
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
and I feel like I personally am like a champion of debate. I want to be able to have that hard conversation.
Yeah.
I very much recognize that I don't know everything. And I look across the organization and our customers
Mhm.
to really provide that perspective.
Mm.
Um, and and I think I I think it's the secret sauce to what makes a campaign great. Great campaigns are built on a human truth, right? Like there's that nugget or that insight that needs to be, representative of like the customer experience.
Yeah.
And you'll see that, I don't you'll see that in some of the most memorable campaigns, right? Like like I think about like Allstate Mayhem or
Yeah.
Always Like a Girl, right? Like those are very
Yeah.
specific customer experience built on that inspiration and that nugget.
Yeah.
um our Open We Stand campaign, it was 100% built on an insight that, wow, right now, small businesses across the world really are facing the tough challenge of adapt or close.
Yeah.
And so the insight was, how can your business remain open when your physical doors are closing?
Oof.
And I think that's the thing. You really have to draw it. It's not about, I want to talk about GoDaddy Arrow and it does this and this and this. It's no, what is that insight?
Hmm.
Maybe I don't have the confidence, or maybe I don't have the tools, or maybe
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have the skills in order to do the thing that I want to do. That's the insight, right? Like, oh, we can help with that,
Yeah. That's
you
great.
know?
That's
Yeah.
really that's really good. Tapping into the human condition and just talking to people because they're people.
Yes. Yes. The perspective, you've got to get perspective. I mean,
Yeah.
if everybody, lived in my house and had my dog and drove my car, like, oh God, life would be so boring. I mean, eesh, but like what makes it great is that I get to talk to you. I get to talk to, I get to experience, all kinds of what life has to offer. And I think that is what makes life just beautiful, is that, yeah.
It's totally true. Yeah. So for women who aspire to leadership, whether it's in tech, whether it's in marketing, whatever it is,
Mhm.
what would you say is your core what's your encouragement for, like, developing confident, authentic voices?
That is a really good question. And for me, I think I think the moment in my career that it almost clicked for me was when I would be sitting, I was, you know, good few years into my career, and I would be sitting in these meetings and I would be having a thought or a question or an idea, and I would be too, like reluctant to speak up and use my voice. And then I would get really frustrated because the person next to me used their voice and their idea wasn't that far off from mine, or their question, they had the same question. And it's, you've got to realize that, yes, you have earned the right to be in the room.
That's great.
Use your voice.
Yeah.
Say yes. Say yes to it.
Yeah. Say yes to the adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. What is one customer or a campaign that most inspired you about the potential for small businesses today?
So, why don't I have a drink of water?
Oh, that is a lovely water bottle. Would you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, look at this. So we had this series called Made in America.
Okay.
And the series, was an episodic series, long form content that followed entrepreneurs, throughout their day and their journey. And, it showed the good and the bad, the grit, the ugly, the successes. And we launched that series with a live event. Season 4, I want to highlight season 4. We launched season 4 with a live event in Baltimore, Maryland. So the season highlighted several small businesses within Baltimore and told their stories. And I'm in love with Harp Vision. So Harp Vision, they're a husband and wife team. They both suffer from very chronic pain. And they knew their why.
Yeah.
We have this thing. We have been making soaps and candles and bath bombs and, selves and all of these wonderful products in order to soothe ourselves. And we want to bring it to the community. So for me, again, I'm getting goosebumps again. I'm sorry.
Great.
So we launched the event in the series in Baltimore with this big event. We had like 500 people show up. It was at the Baltimore Theater. We had leaders from the community. We had a bunch of our GoDaddy guides there giving one-on-one business consultations. We had a rotating, schedule of learning events, all targeted towards the things that small businesses wanted to learn about.
Okay.
When Harp Vision showed up, I was standing outside and I was showing them the Baltimore Theater, big, beautiful theater in Baltimore. And their name was on the marquee and their photo was in one of those big, posters on the front of the theater. Their physicality changed. Like they were standing there just seeing themselves, seeing their name in the marquee, seeing themselves in the poster, like the moment of, wow, are you seeing this? Like their whole, the way they stood changed, the look on their face changed. And that is fuel. Like I think about that all the time. I just, it's as crystal clear in my mind today as it was the day that I witnessed it. Yeah. And it's the fuel for literally like, anytime I kind of get stuck and I'm like, oh, but you got to like think about that and like the joy that brought and the emotion and
the impact.
Yeah. Like, small businesses, 51% of small businesses today are women. Women lead 51%. So we've got a small business research labs that does a bunch of research with GoDaddy, GoDaddy data and, in partnership with universities and municipalities and all kinds of things. And 51% of small businesses are female led. The majority of those are solopreneurs.
Yeah.
The impact that a small business has on its community, not just, I figured out a way to help relieve some of the physical pain that I'm experiencing. So I want to share that with my community. But when a woman starts a small business, she has a huge impact on her community. The wages go up. Jobs are created. Like, it's not only the impact that like she's feeling like, holy crap, I did this. This is amazing. But like the impact on the community it's a big deal. And so it's fuel. It's just fuel for wanting to do more.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So great. I'm so lucky.
You are. Oh my
gosh.
You get to do something that's so impactful in the community, and the stories that I can only imagine how many stories you probably have of being able to make a change in someone's world, and to see that flip in them.
Yes.
Isn't that cool to see?
It's so cool. We were on set with the Wicker Goddess when she got her very first sale. And it was like this, eruption of, you guys, I sold something and it wasn't my mom. It was, it's real. Like, look, it came through on my website. Like, oh my gosh, like I sold something, and it's magnificent. It really is, I don't know, magical.
You are magical. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I could sit and talk with you all day. I know that we all have things to do. However, thank you.
You're welcome.
You.
Thank you.
You're not off the hook, by the way.
Okay, I know. You said something about a game, and I'm like, oh, okay.
This is the transition. So
I'm ready.
Sharing all of your gems, and one of the questions I always ask of my interviews is like, when women are at home watching this, like give them something to hold on to. What can they do? And you actually you started that way. I was just like, oh, this is amazing. So we get to do something really cool and fun now.
Okay.
It's called the hot seat.
Okay.
Are you feeling a little?
I'm in it. It's a little warm.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. It's going to be great. So this is essentially it. It's 15 fun, strategic, totally sporadic, but well thought.
Okay.
Questions. It's rapid fire, Amy. So no thinking.
Oh no, I have to okay. Practice the pause. Okay.
Practice the pause, but make that pause real quick.
Okay.
So it's really, really quick. And I want to just get the first thing that comes to mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Number 1, what's your go-to post-campaign recharge?
Massage.
Oh, you were ready. I got to get faster. Massage. Oh,
Massage.
I love that.
Yeah. There's something about like a little like quiet, massage for sure. Yeah.
Most powerful AI tool in your marketing playbook?
Oh, GoDaddy Arrow. I mean, I had to say that. Yeah.
It's probably true.
I mean, yeah, right. Like, we have an internal tool that we use where we can build companions, and it's like we can load it up with a bunch of information so that it has a base. And I would say, it's kind of like a internal chat GPT, if you will.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, it's completely secure and I can do all kinds of fun things with it. So yeah.
Okay. Does it have a name?
GoCass.
GoCass.
Yes.
You got to name the stuff that's important.
I mean, yes.
Kathy, you have GoCass. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Ritual for sparking creative ideas.
Ritual for sparking toys.
What does that mean?
So when we're having like a brainstorm or a briefing, what I like to do is if we're all together in a physical room, there's toys all over the conference table. So like little like popping things, or like the monkeys that hang on one another, or puzzle pieces or Play-Doh. Like, you need to have I don't know. I feel like a lot of creativity happens when you're using your hands.
You need tactile things, like
Yes.
something to move and push and
Yes.
pull.
Yes.
You would have so much fun in my children's room. 4 and 6, their ages are 4 and 6, and they've got all of that stuff.
I love that. I love that stuff. It's so much fun too, because I do not have children, but I'm a very good aunt. And so I'm always bringing the things and like, oh, have you seen these? And let's play. So
Love that. Love it,
yeah.
love it, love it. What's your favorite GoDaddy campaign moment?
Oh, walking up on stage in Cannes this June when our campaign, It's Like You Know, featuring Walton Goggins, won the Cannes Lion Grand Prix Award.
Wow.
It was like, it's another goosebump moment. That for me was like a pinnacle moment for my career. It is for those that don't know, your audience might not know what a Cannes Lion is. It's like winning an Oscar.
Yeah.
And we won like the big Oscar. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was really like, whoa, like all of these creative people, all of these agencies from across the world, almost like close to 500 entries, and we won the big thing. I mean,
that's super cool.
It was super cool. Yeah.
What's your book for young marketing leaders?
What's it called? Doing the hard thing. Oh, I'm gonna get it wrong.
Doing the hard thing.
Oh, it's like literally right on my table over there. Let's come back to that one. I'll have like the hard thing about hard things.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Love that.
I got it. Sorry.
No,
I should have had it right next to me so I could like, whoo.
That's great. I love that. Panel, keynote, or podcast, which one makes you feel the most empowered?
Ooh, I love being the host of a panel.
Oh, I know. Say a keynote.
No. So I get very nervous. I have extreme stage fright. This goes back to, you have to believe in yourself. You have to do the hard things. Yeah. When you do the hard things, you get better at doing the hard things. I get very nervous, and like a keynote, I have done keynotes.
Yeah.
And I love the feeling when they're done and people are applauding you and want to come and ask more questions. But it's like, oh my gosh, thank God that's over. But for some reason, when I'm leading a panel or hosting a panel, even if I'm the one coming up with the questions and I have to remember everybody's name and what business they own and what's their story and whatnot, it feels like the spotlight isn't on me. It's on the customers and it's on their stories. And that's the role that I play, is like, how can I shine a light on them because they're doing the hard work?
That's great.
Yeah.
Whenever I have, people have often said, we're going to go back to the questions. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be veering from the questions. Right. I created this game. There's a purpose for the game. Well, I was just going to say, so people used to ask me, Anjali, how do you not get nervous when you're going live, or like there's breaking news or something like that?
Yeah.
And I couldn't voice it initially, but I realized later in life, the reason you don't get nervous is because you know your message and you know the value of your message. Your purpose was highlighting these people, right? It's not, it's all about me. It wasn't about you. It was, totally about them. Yeah. Early career mistake that you grew from.
Not listening. Yeah, I was given some advice. I was a young account executive, and I was going to present a campaign to a very big client.
Okay.
And I was given some advice, and sorry, you asked me to like give immediate answers, so this is going to roll around to a better answer.
You're great.
Yeah. So, I was given some advice. I was over there, like my boss was out of town. So I had to present the thing and I'm like over there and the client, amazing, right? Knew exactly what she wanted. Like one of my earliest, like mentor, like I want to be like this woman, right? Like she's amazing.
Yeah.
And and I'm doing the thing and I was very well prepared and I had all the answers to any of the questions that I thought she was going to ask. And she was like, "This is great. All right, go do it." And I kept talking. I was just like, "Well, but don't you want to know that?" Like I was so prepared. Don't you want to hear this? And don't you want to hear that? And another great fellow that I worked for kicked me under the table and he was like, "Jennette," he's like, "You're selling past the close." And I was just like, "Oh, okay. Yeah." Like sometimes, sometimes you're so well rehearsed.
Yeah.
You've got all of this information in your mind. And whether we like it or not, there's all kinds of, data that says women use more words per day than men do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, at the end of the day, we have 2 ears, we have 1 mouth. Like, listen more than you talk and don't sell past the close.
Don't sell past the close, guys. Don't do that.
Yeah. Take yes for the answer.
Did you get the client?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. Lesson learned. Learned. Team habit that drives inclusion.
So we are in a like semi-virtual world at GoDaddy.
Yeah.
Having your cameras on, sharing your space and your environment, being present, listening, and really hearing what your colleagues have to say about things.
Yeah.
Like every story deserves to be heard. Okay. And you have to have the conversations. And so you have to be present in order to do that.
I'm having these conversations with my 6-year-old literally like multiple times a day. I'm just like, I'm triggered right now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to trigger you. But like,
in a good way. No, not in a terrible way. It's just like, oh my goodness, this is so true. This is true in every facet of life.
Every facet of life. Yeah. What
is the song for campaign launch?
The song for campaign launch?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a very, I guess, unique musical taste.
Okay.
I would say like when I'm like pumping myself up and like the campaign, like I'm getting ready to push the button on something, right? Like it would be Tweezer reprise from Fish. I mean, if anybody in your audience knows the band Fish, I would be like very.
I do know the band Fish.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Like that's my band. I mean, it like, I don't know. It's just got an amazing crescendo and like, it's like, let's go. So yeah.
For me, it's the moment when you think that you think but then you're just like, I did not expect.
Yes, I know. Like
of what just happened, but I'm here for it.
I'll have to send you to a link to the very specific live version of the song that I listen to.
I want it.
When I'm ready to go. Yes,
absolutely. Best advice for building women leaders.
Fix each other's crowns.
Ooh. Dang.
You're not there. Like, there's enough competition in the world, just in general.
Yeah.
Lift one another up.
That's great.
Fix the crown. Build off the idea. If a female colleague voiced something in a meeting and, it kind of got washed over, pile on, add to it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's enough success in the world for us all to be amazing.
We can all have a piece of the pie. All of us.
Honestly.
Yeah. A big pie.
Yeah.
Yard work or volunteering? Which one is the best for you for resetting perspective?
Ooh, I definitely putter a lot in my garden, and I love that it is mindless work. In my
It helps.
and then at the end, you have an instant gratification that you accomplished something.
Absolutely.
I volunteer at a couple of different spots in and around the Seattle area with animal rescues and animal shelters. So, like that brings me it brings me a sense that I've done something, but sometimes it's really sad.
Yeah.
And so that's why I chose gardening over volunteering. Yeah.
Just a few more.
Sure.
Quiet win that you are proudest of.
Quiet win. Being here today.
Don't make me cry.
Oh, can I just I think I mentioned this in before the tape rolled that I said this earlier, I get a little nervous on things. It's quite an accomplishment to be asked to speak on how you became a leader, especially in tech and in marketing and being asked to be here today.
It's so funny how we always think that it's our honor when sometimes it really is somebody else's honor just for you to be there.
100%.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you very much. I made it. I'm on the podcast.
Oh my goodness. Last question. What's next? And how do you know which direction to go? What's next?
That is a really good question.
You've done so much. You help so many people. What do you do next?
Retire, start, buy 50 acres and start an animal sanctuary. I already have the domain name and I'm working on the website already.
Of course you have the domain name.
Of course I did. The second that I thought about it, I was like, oh, I'm buying the domain name. And I secured all the social media handles.
Of course
when you're naming your business, make sure you do both, because sometimes you'll start on social and when it's time to build your website, the domain name is not available. So make sure that when you're doing that you check both so that you can, have a unified experience for your customer base across everything. No, you know what? I'm a firm believer in CANI, constant and never ending improvement. And so, yes. And so you have, for me, it's what's the thing that I haven't yet done that is going to push me out of my comfort zone, that I'm going to get some experience and that is going to help me get to the next phase in my career. Yeah. Okay. And I'm thinking about that right now.
Yeah. I love that your thoughts are going there, because I feel like there's levels of dreaming, I think, in the seasons of life that we live. I feel like that's the level of dreaming that I'm not quite there, but I see it.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of, the day-to-day is like, oh, okay, we got still the grind, still have to do the things, but it's like, oh yeah, what's next though?
Yeah.
What's next?
Next? That's one of the things that I really love about, branding and marketing and, GoDaddy in general. The tech is constantly evolving and we're constantly innovating and releasing new things. So that's exciting in and of itself. Yeah. With every new thing comes, a new campaign. So we have to figure out, what is the next story that we're going to tell? What is that nugget? What is that human insight that we can build a new campaign around? Yeah. And then when you're within that campaign, there's always something that comes up that is feels impossible. And that's, I love you asked me earlier about the little successes.
Yeah.
I love when I can figure out either by, like, researching it, by asking a mentor, like, like when somebody says, no, we can't do that. Like, you're just going to have to give up on that idea. It's like, no,
Nope.
I'm not taking no for an answer. Like,
Nope.
I want to figure out how to do this.
That's right.
And I think that's what, that's why I love this, is because it's not, like, I'm not doing the same thing every day. Like, yes, I'm doing marketing, but I'm not doing the same thing every day, because like the stories that we're telling, or the, like the product features are changing or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I also need to stretch. Like, you have to stretch, and you have to take
Agreed.
the assignment that, like, ooh, I don't really know a lot about that. And that makes me feel uncomfortable. But that's how I'm going to that's how I'm going to go from senior director to VP, and from VP to, I don't know, CMO one day. We'll see, yeah.
Doing the uncomfortable.
Doing the uncomfortable. Yeah.
You did it.
I did it. Is that it? That was the last question.
You mastered the hot mic and the hot seat. I am like, how was it? Was it okay?
It was great. It was totally great. Thank you. Yeah, no, not bad at all. No.
Man, Amy, thank you so much for just sharing your perspective. Thank you for, you build brands, but you create change. You are a change maker. You're a torch bearer. And I am so happy that you're here.
Wow.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, my
no
pleasure.
pressure. No pressure.
I
That's
know.
who you are. It's just who you are. For all the women at home who are looking at this video and they're like, okay, I want to go and support her. How can they find you? How can they like you? How can they support you?
Oh, I'm on LinkedIn. I am on LinkedIn. Yeah. And I will happily, be happy to answer questions. But yeah, it's Amy. There's no A in the last name. A lot of people will type Amy Jennette and put an A in the last name, but yeah, LinkedIn is the best place to find me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are.
Thank you so much.
You did it. And you are now officially a part of the Unmuted family. High five.
High five.
You did it.
I love it. Thank you so much. This is so great. Thank you. Thank you.
So happy that you're here. And for everyone at home also, just one more thing. If you know of a woman or a person just in general, a man or a woman who just needs a little bit of oomph, they need to hear this. They need to hear Amy talk and to hear her story. Please share this, like this, support this. We are here to unmute so many people. And so, Amy, you are officially unmuted. And we're waiting for our next person now. Thank you again for being here.
I had a blast. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time on Unmuted. Bye for now.
Bye.
What you just heard wasn't just a story. It was a spark, a glimpse into the heart of a woman living her purpose, and a reminder that when one woman shares, another woman wakes up to what's possible. These aren't just conversations, they're catalysts. I'm your host, Anjali Marshall, and this is the Unmuted Podcast, where voices rise, stories connect, and purpose finds its volume. Until next time, friends, stay unmuted.